Fable 67. The Fox and the Crow. A crow, having taken a piece of cheese out of a cottage window, flew up into a high tree with it, in order to eat it, which a fox observing, came and sat underneath, and began to compliment the crow upon her beauty. "I protest," says he, "I never observed it before, but your feathers are of more delicate white than anything I ever saw in my life. Ah, what a fine shape and graceful turn of body is there. And I make no question, but you have a tolerable voice. If it is but as fine as your complexion, I do not know a bird that can pretend to stand in competition with you." The crow, tickled with this very civil language, nestled and wriggled about, and hardly knew where she was, but thinking the fox a little dubious as to the particular of her voice, and having a mind to set him right in that matter, began to sing, and, in the same instant, let the cheese drop out of her mouth. This being what the fox wanted, he snapped it up in a moment, and trotted away, laughing to himself at the easy credulity of the Bow. Moral. Flattery finds favor. Application. The love of praise is natural to man. It is an instinct implanted in his frame by the author of his being, as a stimulus prompting him to attain to what is noble and great, and thereby to secure the approbation of the worthy and good. The perversion of this instinct is a proneness to be pleased with flattery, or the too readily listening to praises carrying with them internal evidence to their being and deserved by the extravagance of the language in which they are framed, or by the clearly shown self-interested motives of those by whom they are offered. The author not in some degree susceptible of flattery when cleverly offered and adroitly administered, and who do not experience pleasure in hearing their own actions well spoken of even by persons whose opinion they may secretly care little for. The flatterer himself is always exposed to risk. Whenever he is discovered, he is despised, and his attempts at adulation turn, by a righteous retribution, to his own confusion. Yet flattery will to all time find favor. According to the proverb, flatterers will sit in the parlor, while honest men are turned out of doors. Compliments cost nothing, but many pay dear for them. 'Tis an old maxim in the schools, that flattery is the food of fools, yet now and then your men of wit will condescend to take a bit. All-potent flattery, universal lord. Reviled, yet courted, censored, yet adored.